playing, who is the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
The instincts of Ingram, just seeing a lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Here's Bogdanovich. The Pelicans make their last shot. And it's denied. Holiday against Mitchell. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Bogdanovich, and that one is hammered home.
You can't give Bogdanovich a lane to the rim. He takes off towards the rim and then just throws that one down with force.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. What's the news there, David?
Well, Kevin, coach stressed that their one win in their 3 games this season came when they were aggressive offensively. He said, we have to push the ball and attack on offense every chance we get. We have the talent to go on runs, so that's going to be our focus. So it might be a fun one tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work, DA. So at the top of their to-do list, Greg, generate buckets.
Yeah, you can get all the stops in the world, but it does you no good if you're not scoring on the other end.
Got to think on top of the game plan, it's about sharing the basketball. If they do that, they'll be just fine.
Shot clock at 5. The tray. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
No good on that one. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence. And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Ball dishes to Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jazz trail by 8. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Holiday against Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Holiday.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
That free throw, no good. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
fourth
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Now Conley. Derek Favors missing from long range. Now Gobert. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Holiday with the block.
Yeah, get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And Bogdanovich doesn't force anything up there. Even when the clock is running low, he stays focused and patient.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Conley finds Bogdanovich. Knocked loose and stolen by Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Williamson. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Now here's Conley. Last time out he had 13 points. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the wing jumper offline. Pelicans leading by 7. Ingram attacking, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And it's almost unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the rock like that. Just superb at maneuvering through the D.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
2.
That free throw missing.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
He doesn't get the second one. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Bogdanovich kicks to O'Neal. The pass to Gobert. Conley against Favors. Back to Gobert. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Holiday. Got it. Good job in the low post. Holiday's got his second basket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Mitchell against Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Pelicans make their last shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
And he makes the first. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good example. And Utah has possession. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Here's Clarkson. Here's Gobert to end the run. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now, here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Holiday. No good on the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Redick with the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 13. Davis finds Moutier. Here's Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Moutier. Holiday with the defensive effort. New Orleans leading by 13. Kicks to Redick. Back to Holiday. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. High, arcing shot. Hart, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
Here's Redick. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Passes it to Hayes. Tipped away. Stolen by Clarkson. 3-on-3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard. So trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good. Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Okafor is checked in for Hayes. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Mudiay with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the new front office in New Orleans, led by David Griffin, opting to keep Alvin Gentry as a head coach. A great decision, because the players that they brought in the trade for Anthony Davis are going to love to play at that fast pace. You add Zion Williamson to that mix, this team immediately becomes one of the more interesting and exciting young teams in the NBA.
The first free throw is good. And Brent, a lot of times when a new head of basketball operations is hired, a new coach is coming up next.
Well, the continuity there is interesting because of the time that Alvin Gentry spent in Phoenix, and David Griffin was there with the Suns as well. And so that's going to help out this young core, that they know that there's a collective consciousness coming from both the coach and the front office for them to lay the foundation of what this new Pelican team is going to be all about.
Here's Hart. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. Pass to Melly for 3. Mudiay with the rebound. Jazz trail by 10. He kicks it to Clarkson. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Gobert. No one near him. Here's Davis. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Jackson passes to Redick. Back to Jackson. Okafor with the ball. Defended by Mudiay. Redick surveying the D. Clock at 6. The pass to Melly. Here's Hart. And that one is off. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. Then there's Okafor, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft.
Shoot 2.
They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
It's still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a handle.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Outside, Davis kicks it to Clarkson. Takes a 3. They get it back. Gobert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Gobert's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Utah. Jackson against Moutier. Fires the 3. Jackson, that's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Gobert. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Offensive rebound. Pass to Moutier. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Here's Hart. He's got 7. The shot by Redick, no good. Okafor against Moutier. Here's the teardrop. Got a piece of it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and Davis sends it back.
It's a wonder we don't see more of that from Davis. He has the live legs and instincts to be a premier shot blocker in the league.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Moutier. Here's Hart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Outside Jackson. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Bogdanovich finds Clarkson. Comes up empty down low. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Kings. Jackson passes to Ingram. Shot from 12. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Jazz trail by 13 to the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
First free throw is good. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Then for the Jazz, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Conley in for Clarkson. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Now here is Conley following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Davis dishes to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Jackson passes to Williamson. Now here's Ball. Fires, high post. They get it back. A second chance effort, and it's Okafor getting it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Now here's Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lets it go from 14. Here's Ball. Utah with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Williamson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Davis. Conley the pass to Davis. Conley against Ball. Puts it up from 17. Conley's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Okafor with the block.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. So for the Pelicans, Hayes comes in for Okafor. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. It's a 13-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 21 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
Fourth selection back in the '07 draft, Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
Gobert, he's checked in for Ed Davis. And Conley drops them both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Ball kicks to Holiday. Ingram outside. Inside, Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Now here's Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Holiday looking for an opening. From 10 feet out, Gobert with the block. Here's Bogdanovich, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
You got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Now, here's Ball. Ingram wide open, but they recover it. And Hayes kicks to Ingram. Outside Holiday. Get the floater. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Jazz have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Derek Favors checked in for Williamson. And Mitchell drops them both. Here's Ball. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Here's a look at which players have been the most adept at finding and hitting high percentage shots since the All-Star break. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's got.
Ball against Conley. The kick out to Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now Ingram following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Holiday. Pass to Hayes. 5 to shoot. Back to Holiday. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Holiday's got 11 points.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Conley. But they get it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
New Orleans leading by 10. To the wing right side. Conley against Ball. Ingram outside. Outside Holiday. Poked away. Over Mitchell. Another miss by Holiday.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Looking to get it going. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Ball's size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Now, here's Ball. 1:14 left now here in the second. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Here's Gobert. He's got 8. Moutier dishes to Clarkson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
And Hayes throws it down.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Clarkson against Redick. And the rejection by Favors. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Ball slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Clarkson. 9 points last game. The Jazz need to get off a shot here.
Have to appreciate how comfortable Moutier looked taking that one. Released it as soon as he caught it.
And And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 14. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. Here's Ingram, ready by Bogdanovich.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now Ball, after Bogdanovich missing on that last three-pointer.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Ball. Getting around 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 15. And here is Conley. Gobert finds Conley. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Ball. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way up. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
The drive by Mitchell. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Conley against Ball. Conley kicks to Mitchell.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Williamson.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And he makes both free throws. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Ingram against O'Neal. Now here's Williamson. Not a lot of room. Good on the bucket. Williamson's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Got a piece of it. Holiday against Mitchell. Holiday attacking.
Well, we should all take a holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Now here's Conley. And the pass to Gobert. Conley surveying the D. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Now here's Ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Outside Holiday. Over Mitchell. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Conley up top. He's covered by Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. The 4th spot held by Zion Williamson.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Favors. And it's Jackson in for Ball. And he's good on the second. And here are the Pelicans. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Jackson passes to Ingram. Now the dish to Holiday. From deep. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. He kicks to Bogdanovich. His three-pointers off the mark. New Orleans leading by 20. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4. And the first one drops. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. And so he makes both from the line. Jazz have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Conley dishes to Mitchell. A 3-ball. The offensive rebound. Gobert. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Outside Holiday. Poked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. 4-on-3 break. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And the first one at the line is good. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
And so he hits both.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Now, here's Clarkson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Gobert can't hit. Pelicans leading by 20. Jackson has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got 10 points.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Moutier passes to Clarkson. Mitchell looking it over. Back to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Frank Jackson. Passes it to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Gets himself open and drills it.
Well, the more Clarkson plays in the pick and roll, it seems like he gets confidence, and the better he becomes. Tough cover for the D.
Holiday against Mitchell. On the wing, Holiday. He's got 17. Redick for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Stripped it away. Holiday with an average of around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been a constant for them. Outside, Redick. Pass to Hayes. Launches it. No good on the shot. And Utah the other way now. Up top, Moutier, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 11 points.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Outside, Redick. Kicks it to Hayes. From past the arc. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 18. Now the pass to Moutier. Gobert dishes to Moutier. Passes it to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Redick on the wing, defended by Moutier. Holiday, the pass to Melly. Here's Hart, covered by Mitchell. They need this one. Good D by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They trail by 18. The shot by Clarkson, no good. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Melly, defended by Gobert. And Redick kicks to Holiday. From deep. The shot misses. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing, seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Holiday, the pass to Redick. 1:41 left in the third. For the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Moutier looking around. Three-pointer. Pelicans pull it in. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Redick kicks to Holiday. Pass to Melly. They could use a bucket, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
That one is off. So for the Pelicans, Favors comes in for Hayes. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a switcher also for Utah. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Moutier. He hits the second from the line. Jazz trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clarkson with the ball. Pass to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Melli's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Here's Redick. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. Drills it from outside. Ball's got 13 points.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
And so it's New Orleans cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Their backcourt, Ball and Redick. Then there's Favors, and it's Hart, and at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Conley, and the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Just 5 to shoot. Really left alone that time. 14 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
How about the attitude of Bogdanovich? When he's got it going, he's looking to fire it every time.
And there's the pass to Redick. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here is Conley. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Here's Hart. Shoots over Clarkson. Kept alive. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Clarkson. Passes to Gobert. Clarkson looking for an opening. Pass to Conley. There's the three. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass the ball. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. Now, I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Now here's Gobert. He dishes it to Conley. Trying to end the drought. Another miss by Utah. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Ball. And the Pelicans miss again. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And now Utah, fast break. Conley with a wide open look. And here is Ball. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting, free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Favors. Stolen by Clarkson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Conley against Ball. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Now here's Conley. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. 6 to shoot. Gobert the pass to Bogdanovich, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Now here's Ball. There's the pass to Favors. Ingram up top, guarded by O'Neal. Clarkson against Redick. Ball. And the three ball is good. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Here's Clarkson. Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. And stolen by Favors. Ingram against Bogdanovich. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by O'Neal. And they're running. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First one falls for him. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Ball against Conley. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Gobert. Dishes it to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's ball. Ingram outside. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Jazz trail by 20. Now here is Conley. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Mitchell right side. And Bogdanovich now top the key. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Conley. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here's O'Neal.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. There's the dish to Ingram. Clock at 4. Good D by Bogdanovich. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Mitchell. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Ingram. Floats one up. Holiday against Bogdanovich. Count the basket. Bogdanovich has got 7 points for the quarter.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Now Ball. Ingram outside. Gobert with the block. O'Neal against Ball, and stolen by Williamson. Ball with it. He kicks to Holiday. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana.
Yes.
For the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
in today's game, and not
sport.
with what's at stake.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he can't get the first one. And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. so he can't get either to fall. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Here's Ingram after the basket by Utah. Good on the shot. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Outside Holiday. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.